Today, what I'm going to discuss is how you can outline your nonfiction and business book. And I just want to give a little context. The thing that holds most people back is their mindset, them wanting things to be perfect. We want to chase excellence, not perfection, because nothing will ever be perfect. Now, the reason why I mention that is because, like I said, the mindset. So here we go. How do you outline your book? I'm going to give you 3 ways that you can outline your book. I have some notes that I'm going to refer to. And actually, I'm going to give you more than 3 ways. And I'm going to start from the easiest to the more difficult, right? So the very first way that you want to outline your book is by starting with the top 5 questions that your customer or your prospects has, okay? On my YouTube channel, I have a video that goes into detail on how you can do this, right? You use Google, or you can even use ChatGPT. That's how you do it, right? Once you've gotten past who you're going to serve with your book or your content, that's what you want to do. And the things that I'm talking with you about today, this goes into creating a course. This goes into creating any kind of content that you want, where you want to help people. So normally I'm talking about a book, but you can also apply this to a course. And if you want more information, you want more detail, you can go and you can get a copy of my book, Real Estate Marketing Implementation. We've included a bonus chapter inside of this book on how you can do that. So the first method, I want you to write this down. The first method is to come up with the top questions that your customer, your prospect has. I typically recommend that you start with 5 because most people are able to handle a handful. One hand, you can count 5, right? You can go up to 10, you can go up to 12, but I highly, highly recommend that you start with 5. Now, in the second method, the second way that you do this, it's a little bit medium, right? The first recommendation that I gave you was frequently asked questions, because those are the questions you're already getting. It's easy to respond to those questions. Now, the second one is where most people may want to start, but I highly recommend you start with the first. But the second one is a little more difficult because you have to get into your avatar, your customer, your prospect's mindset. Now, but you're also thinking about yourself and your business. This second method is called the should ask questions. What are questions that they should ask, right? And the reason why I don't like this one as easy is because sometimes we, as the professionals, sometimes we think for our customers and prospects, and they might not want to ask those questions. They have questions or concerns that they want answered and handled first. And we have questions that we want to, and we have answers to questions that we want to give them. So should ask questions is number 2. It's a little bit medium. And that's a second way that you outline your book. So similar to the first one, frequently asked questions, you're going to do should ask questions. 5 questions that your customer or your prospect should ask. And if you need to go up to 10 or 12, you're welcome to do that. But this becomes your book outline, either or. Now, the next is, I like to call it secrets. And secrets are things you need to know. I used to hate the word secrets because I used to think like, oh my God, like it was mystical or something like that. But the bottom line, what secret means is it's something that you don't know. If these people already knew, they would be applying it or utilizing it, right? So don't be afraid, or insecure about the word secrets like I was. So secrets, these are things that people need to know. What are top 5 things that people need to know about you, your process, etc., or your business? What do they need to know? So that's the third thing. And it can be a little bit hard to think about that. It's typically more difficult because it's not a question. What thing do they need to know? You're asking yourself the question and you're trying to find out what they need to know. Okay. The next one is similar level to secrets. It's myths, misconceptions, and lies. And these are things that people believe or might believe about a particular process or something that you're offering. And you can outline your book. These are things that people believe. So a really good example of a myth would be people believe they don't need marketing in business. And that could be a chapter outline of my book. Okay. And so I've given you 1, 2, 3, 4. I've given you 4 ways to outline your book. You start with 5. And on the channel, there are going to be other videos that showed you how you can integrate and implement this into your particular business. So